enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time.
That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good.
Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger. Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready?
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Brave lonely, got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Brave lonely's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Brave lonely's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire.
Y'all, is not April Fool's Day, okay? Listen, I did not realize it until I hit the button. I'm like, no! StreamYard, why you do that to me? No, it's supposed to be 11 a.m., but 3 people did come in, and I appreciate y'all. See, that's why we see each other, okay? So welcome in. Welcome into this hashtag McReary Time Reary virtual tour live. I've been watching Wizards of Waverly Place. By the way, if you have not seen Wizards Beyond Waverly Place, a great show. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. Right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 destinations for y'all this morning, not evening, this morning. Klay Thompson did something big. We'll talk about that. Yes, it does have to relate to Megan Thee Stallion. Plus, we're going to get to that Pam Esquire update for you all. It is jury watch, so we will get to that at the top of the show as well. In addition to that, some huge news about Netflix. The president and his administration has something to say about Netflix and this Warner Brothers Discovery bid. We'll talk about that. P. Diddy, as you all know, the documentary is ready, and y'all, it's coming out tomorrow on Netflix. I'll wait till y'all hear this from P. Diddy. These are some words I would never have thought he would ever said out his mouth, but he said it. So we'll talk about that. The White House, child, they are continuing their war on Syria. Wait till y'all see this. I already told y'all that Rush Hour 4 is coming back to the president, right? Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah, that's a thing. While there's other bigger issues going on in the world, he is more concerned about movie franchises coming back to the president. Charming. The Jasmine brand, some very, very big news for them. Cannot wait to share that with you all. Tamar Braxton is living her best life. We'll get to that. And then a movie called Aftershock that, oh, my Lord, poured, embraced, and uplifted. So we are going to do all that this morning, not this evening, this morning. Higher is waiting, low is available, but either way, we gotta go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual music? Yes, you do. One thing to know, and 2 things for sure, that over here on this particular channel, for sure, is that a lot happens early. Roll it. Shout out to the 8 people here. Let's get it.
It's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early.
I'm Harry Smith.
I'm Julie Chen. I'm Maggie Rodriguez.
Morning everywhere. Come on, get up.
I'm Russ Mitchell.
And I'm Dave Price.
And it's a little early for this.
Right now, this it's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early. Every day's good when you started it out right. But I'm waiting for daylight. And a lot happens early. Can you feel it? And I say,
Good morning, everybody.
Are you girls ready for the Jonas Brothers?
We have an early show exclusive. Yes.
A lot happens early.
A lot happens
Early.
The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.
It's a new morning.
Yes, it is a new morning. Julie Chen, Moonves, and Russ Mitchell, Dave Price, Harry Smith, and Maggie Rodriguez. You're absolutely right on this show right here. A lot happens early. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully all is well with each and every single one of you. Let's get to the getting and doing what we do. By the way, shout out to the 11 people that were just here now. 8 people. Thank you for giving some love, grace, and space to me. Because let me tell you something. Out of all the tours we've ever done, I think this is the only one that's ever launched at 11 p.m. when I meant for a.m. So one love, much love, all love to you for your appreciation, understanding, and consideration. Y'all are still going to get a good damn show, as we often do over here, because we cover everything else in the culture. Let's get to it. So we're going to kick it off with the one, the only Mr. Klay Thompson, and we're going to go to rollingout.com for this. Yes, indeed, we are right here. Check this out. First of all, shout out to rollingout.com. Celebrating 25 years on to the next 25 years. Klay Thompson's boat gets a Megan Thee Stallion twist. With the twist. The NBA star's vessel reveals relationship status, okay? Klay Thompson recently made waves on social media, and this time it had nothing to do with his sharp shooting or his move to the Dallas Mavericks. The 4-time NBA champion dropped a photo carousel on Instagram that gave fans an unexpected glimpse into his personal life, specifically with his relationship with rapper Megan Thee Stallion. or Megan P. Thompson. We're calling them the Thompsons. Okay, I'm going to host wedding feud at their wedding. They just don't know it yet. And child, God is like, okay, listen, I know I can move heaven and earth, but bro, you gotta give me something to work with in the physical realm. That's your job, God. I speak into existence, and then you put your super on my natural, and then we go from there. But I know you're working on it. You and the Angel team are working on that. Among pictures from the Mavericks West Coast road trip and Thanksgiving celebrations, one image stood out. Thompson shared a photo of his boat stern, revealing he named it the SS Stallion. The reference to Megan's stage name was possible miss, but the confirmation came from the location listed beneath it, Houston, Texas. Okay, so here it is here. SS Stallion, listen, all aboard. Savage. You know what? That's something Megan could do. She could go in the studio and say savage, or you know what? I know the horn that should be happening when Megan and Klay were at that event, and Klay was just and Megan was like, wow. That should be the siren on the SS Stallion. And wow. I'm such a big damn kid. A tribute to her hometown, the Houston designation, speaks volumes. Thompson has no personal or professional connection to the Texas city. He has spent over a decade with the Golden State Warriors before joining Dallas this season, but Houston represents everything to Megan. Born Megan P. She grew up in the city, built up her rap career there before becoming a global superstar. By listing Houston on his boat, Thompson isn't just acknowledging Megan, but honoring where she's from. The photo showed a woman standing on the vessel with tall brown boots and faded jeans, her back to the camera. While Thompson didn't tag anyone, the outfit context made it clear who was joining him for the cruise. We know that's Megan Thee Stallion. Come on now. We know that hair from anywhere. Come on now. I'm guessing it was a cold morning because she's got the boots on with the fuzzy fur on it. Let's see here. Summer love gets serious. The couple first sparked dating rumors over the summer when they were spotted together multiple times. Sources close to both confirmed they were seeing each other. Neither made any grand public announcements, nor do they have to. Okay, listen. I think it's come to the point in time whether you are sitting high on the hill and looking low, or you're at the bottom of the hill looking high upon the hill. Everybody loves their anonymity and privacy, okay? So they did not have to announce it for sure. Their relationship has clearly progressed beyond the casual dating phase. Thanksgiving provided the biggest clue yet. Megan didn't just show up for the Thompson family gathering as a guest. She took over the kitchen and prepared Thanksgiving meal for Klay's family. In the video she posted online, the rapper showed off her cooking process with her signature humor. She joked about injecting so much flavor into the turkey that she essentially gave it a BBL. Referencing the popular cosmetic procedure, the lighthearted moment showcased her personality while revealing how comfortable she's become with Thompson's inner circle. I gotta tell you something. When I saw this video, y'all, it looked like it was family. Hey, Sunshine Rays, good to see you. Yes, I did, my friend. I hope you had one as well. Let me see if I can bring up that Megan Thanksgiving. Let me tell y'all something. This type of cooking, okay? She wifey. Okay? She wifey. She is wifey. Okay? Let's watch this, okay? Listen. I want y'all to see this whole thing. Watch this.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Megan Thee Stallion, aka Girl Coach, and bitch, I am whispering because Klay is still in his food coma from last night. But let me tell y'all about cooking for my man and his family for Thanksgiving. Okay, so this is me getting my greens ready. I had some things cooking overnight. Right here, this is me getting my dressing ready. I do not call it stuffing, babe, because this is dressing. This is a southern thing. Okay, this is me getting my turkey ready, bitch. I already gave it a BBL, injected that thing up last night with all the flavor. This is me getting my roux, my jus, whatever you want to call it, for my mac and cheese ready. I was really nervous because I was like, dang, I'm really gonna cook for my man and his whole family. I hope they love this because I got to show them that that I really love their son. Okay, so then after that, I started getting my barbecue baked beans ready. And baby, let me tell you, ain't nobody seeing me on barbecue baked beans. If you want to have a conversation, let me know, because I'm sure I will win. Okay, so then I had to do my makeup, and then we hurried up and we took all the food over there to the Thompsons, and
watch
my dressing. This is how my beans came out. This is how all my sides came out. This is how my turkey came out. Mr. Thompson definitely said 10 out of 10. I could easily have on my own restaurant, but I didn't want to record him saying it because I was trying to be respectful. Okay, so then this is Klay. He is so ready to eat. He is tired of hearing me talk. I said, babe, what you thankful for? He said, girl, get to that table. I don't want to hear you no more. This is Jacob. He loaded that plate up because he know what time it is. So then this is the beautiful view. This is all the decorations that I ordered. Everything came out so amazing, and I'm pretty sure everybody loved it. This is my plate. This is Klay plate, and he's ready to get to the business, babe. This is Ferris. He already know how I do, so he already knew food was 10 out of 10.
Very cool, baby.
This one, the itis kicked in. Damn, as you can see, it was good. What's up, y'all? It's your girl making this.
They married. I don't care what y'all say. They married. You don't throw down like that unless you are gonna put a ring on it. So, Mr. and Mrs. Thompson, I will see y'all at your wedding, the host wedding feud. Okay, listen, it's gonna be a good time. In Jesus' name, yes, amen, amen. Listen, listen, let's clap it up. 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 Okay, listen. This should get very. This should get very. Where's the applause at? Come on now. Really? Okay, hang on. Let me do that again. I'm sorry, man. Hang on. Y'all, this clip gave me so much joy because I know that, being raised in a village and having, a foundation of how to care for people, this, that, and the third, we feel like that's lost. But that gives me hope. If Klay can give Megan, I could too. I mean, not that Megan, because that Megan is Klay. But the fact that she threw down like that, it goes to show there are good black women out here, good black men out here. And by the way, can we quit with this men hating women debate, women hating men debate? Because we need each other. Okay? We do. Without women, there is no world. Let's get that straight. Okay? So if you had a bad relationship, don't cast everybody with the same. Don't throw it. What do I always say? What do they always say, rather? Don't pay everybody with a broad brush. That's what I meant to say. Because listen, if this energy is out here, that can be out here for me and you too. This should be a pleasant, joyful, wondrous sign that God ain't done making people, okay, in the world. Okay, that brought my heart joy. I hope it did for you as well. Let's get back to this destination here. Perhaps the most family approval secured. Perhaps the most telling sign of where this relationship stands came from Michael Thompson, Klay's father and former NBA player. The elder Thompson gave is what's in the mega significant milestone for any relationship for someone who understands the unique pressures that come with professional sports and public scrutiny. Michael's approval isn't given lightly. His support suggests rather he sees something genuine in how Megan and his son connect. Thanksgiving gathering represent emerging of two very different worlds. Thompson comes from basketball royalty and spent his career as a part of the Warriors dynasty. Megan rose from Houston's rap scene to become one of music's biggest stars. She's a Grammy winner known for her bold lyrics and unapologetic confidence, yet somehow these two found common ground. Public gesture from a private person. Thompson has always kept his personal life relatively quiet during his Warriors years. He focused on basketball, his love for boating, rather than making headlines for his relationships. That makes the boat name particularly meaningful. It's a public declaration from someone who typically keeps those parts of his life private. Naming a boat after someone carries weight in maritime tradition. Sailors have done it for years, believing it brings good fortune on the water. But beyond superstition, it's a gesture of permanence. Boats aren't renamed on a whim. The choice to call this vessel the SS Stallion signals Thompson's confidence in where this relationship is headed. The Instagram post captured simply West Coast and lets the images tell the story. There were no lengthy explanations or relationship status updates. Thompson let the boat's name and the Thanksgiving footage do the talking for fans who have followed both celebrities. Evidence painted a clear picture of a couple growing more serious with the past month. As Thompson adjusts to life in Dallas and Megan continues dominating the music industry, their relationship appears to be finding its rhythm. The SS Stallion sits as a flowing reminder that sometimes the most meaningful gestures come from the quietest people. Very well written, by the way. Very well written. And shout out to Megan and Klay. Listen, I'm here for Black love, okay? I am here for it. Amen, amen, amen. All right, y'all, let's get y'all that update. By the way, this comes to us from Pam Esquire, okay? So I'm not, listen, I think everybody knows by now. If you come over to this show, you get credit. I'm not that type of content creator, okay? It takes all of us to make the world go around. So shout out to Pam Esquire. For those of you who don't know, we've been following the Megan Thee Stallion versus milagrogramz trial. They had to be able to deliver a verdict on, well, I think it was Thursday, I think. Hang on. Give me Megan Thee Stallion verdict. Hang on, y'all. 4 p.m. last week. So it was supposed to be a verdict last week. And that if they could not get something to get done together, let me bring it up. Hang on. Give me one moment, y'all. Give me one moment, please. Hello, Gerald Glass. Welcome in to you from Detroit. Much love to you. We love Detroit. We actually are covering Ready to Love in Detroit, and Detroit is throwing down. Okay, I just want to say that to y'all. Thank you, Detroit. And by the way, shout out to Detroit, the revival that you guys have done to your city. Well done to you. And I do, and honestly too, just a side note, can we have like the North American International Auto Show covered live on ABC? Can we do more big events from more states across America? Like, y'all, and this is just a side note, another side note on top of the side note, because Good Morning America moved from Times Square to the basement of a glorified building named after oneself, the Robert A. Iger building. I do believe that the network should cover more big conferences and cons that are in the conferences and cons that are doing. But anyway, conferences, conventions, what have you, that are happening in America, that should be more live coverage on mainstream television. Just a thought. Let me bring this article up because there was something in particular I want you guys to know. Right here. So this is from Local 10, right? Local 10 News in Miami. So basically, jury members began deliberations on Wednesday, had until 4 p.m. last week to come up with a verdict. So because they did not, they are reconvening today. So let's get to that update now from the Pam Esquire. Like, comment, share, subscribe to Pam Esquire. Also, shout out to the lead attorney. Shout out to any legal experts who read court documents to be able to give us context, conjecture, and connection, especially because that is what y'all were, because that's y'all purpose and y'all are about something. Meanwhile, some people can't do a fifth quarter or a half of what y'all can do. But let's roll on though.
Milagro Cooper case as you versus Milagro Cooper case. As you come in, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. As you all know, we are on verdict watch. I'm gonna wait for a few of you to come in to give you a really quick update. Also, it's a lot going on here at the court. We got yellow tape. We got all type of things going on here. Apparently, there was some issue with a suspicious package or whatnot. So, hey, Miss Angie. Hey, Miss HLS. Good morning. Good morning. We are back, even on Dev's birthday. So when you guys see Dev, when I go on, wish him a happy birthday. Wish. As you guys see, we are back with the roosters crowing. That's what we are doing right now.
Yeah,
But anyway,
there are roosters in Miami, and in one of the news reports we literally saw, as a media expert was talking to a local news station, there was just a rooster just walking. And I think it was in that same live stream. Yes, I believe it was in that same live stream. There was somebody that said there are people that could care less about the case. There are more roosters out here. And I was being facetious and saying, okay, sure. But when I actually saw a real rooster, I'm like, okay. When in Miami, you know what I mean?
The parties are here. We are waiting to see what the jury has to say today. Will Milagro be found liable, or will they say no? No. Good morning. Someone said, I hope they deem her media, because that's BS if they don't. You guys are way more entertaining. Now we entertained it. I think with the media question, it's more so on impartiality, like how traditional media is supposed to be, where you just give the facts and that's it and don't really give your opinion. So yeah, to be curious to see. I think one of the questions that came out today when I walked into the courtroom is they were discussing media and the definition of media and all of that. So apparently that is something that is being mulled over from what I gather. But there were already, it looks like the jurors came in with questions. And one of those questions is, could you better define maliciously? So the term maliciously, they wanted to know what it meant, and they wanted examples. Well, the court doesn't give examples.
Now, I will say this, like, after being in that courtroom and hearing everything that's been done to Maggie, y'all don't know what malicious is? Really? And this is the thing, right? Because Armand Wiggins said that although I don't like Milagro, I want her to be media, because there's a lot of new journalists that are upset with, content creators. And I said, well, what does National Association of Black Journalists stand for? Black journalism, right? And guess who's on YouTube? Roland Martin. Okay, so cut the bullshit. Okay. And this is what I have to say about it, right? And I'm gonna go back to a comment that I did screenshot, because I thought this summed up everything, right? And I said on one of the lives, you cannot want the spotlight, but yet not be responsible for how you move in the spotlight, right? So let me go with that screenshot, because this comment pretty much said everything. Give me one moment. Right here, and shout out to this person right here. SALISU 11 said, and I quote, "Real media and journalists don't harass folks. Focus on reporting the news and making it fun and engaging. You don't have to pick up and harass and insult. Act like media then." SALISU 11. Real media journalists don't harass folks. Focus on reporting the news and making it fun and engaging. You don't have to pick up and harass and insult. Act like media did. One more time from SALISU 11. Real media and journalists don't harass folks. Focus on reporting the news rather and making it fun and engaging. You don't have to pick up and harass and insult. Act like media then. That's where I'm at with. Not to mention under Florida law, they don't even recognize Milagro as traditional media. And Armand Wiggins was on way up with Angela Yee, right? Because he covered the facts as they were. There's a difference. So while I appreciate respect and I have nothing but, love for Armand, I respectfully disagree that, listen, Armand was on iHeartMedia's platform. Tisha Tales was on ABC News Live. So, and from what I heard, there were a lot of content creators that they talked to some of the mainstream media, right? And some of the mainstream media talked to those content creators during the Diddy trial. So And my thing is this, right? There's a song by Aretha Franklin that says, "A rose is still a rose. Baby girl, you hold the power. He can't leave you or take you, make you or break you. Baby girl, you hold the power," right? And so I would say to Armand, rest in your power. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, because I really do believe Armand's going to go mainstream. I really do. He's got the energy for it. I really do. But in the same token, right is right, wrong is wrong. It just is. So if Milagro did what she did to Armand would be suing Milagro too. Like that's where I'm at with it. You know what I mean? But let's roll on.
Tell you, for the most part, to rely on the jury instructions, rely on the evidence that's already been entered. So they came in, and it's based on these questions, they really are. It sounds like they are going back and forth. They had another question asking, when did Meg and Pete register to vote or register here, I guess, in Florida? And I told you all there was a question before about the whereabouts of when she saw the deep fake. I think, and of course I'm speculating, is they were wondering if the statute would even apply. But apparently there really wasn't any choice of law issues in here from my understanding. But again, it kind of shows you have to be careful on what you say, because I believe in Megan's attorney, the closing, they mentioned the statute and how it's new and it applies to Florida. Like maybe some of that information in the closing might have confused them. There was also, and they basically told them to rely on their recollection. They weren't going to give any information about that. And then they said on page 5 of the jury verdict, and I tried to go find it because I know they corrected it, but I didn't see it on the docket, so I have to look again. They said on page 5, they're confused if they believe half, is that a yes? But they back this. And when you look at jury instruction, it was a lot. Like it was some pages, and it was like, if you believe yes, go to 2. If you don't believe that, go to 3. And then if you believe she media, I don't know. It was a bit confusing. And I think the court even recognized that some of the language seemed a bit confusing. So the bottom line was they just told everybody rely on the jury instructions or whatnot. So that has happened, and it's only 9/11. So we'll see if we get any type of play, action, or whatever. Also, I did want to say that because I guess it was something going on where you'll see like some yellow tape or whatnot. Let me see if y'all can show y'all. Hold on. See, it's like blocked off and stuff. So it's some yellow tape. They're taking a long time to get you up in here to check you in. So because of that, I'm gonna go back up there. But I did want to let you. I've never seen
yellow tape for a courthouse before. I will say that. Now, of course, we know what yellow tape means. Usually, there's a body, but in 2025, at this point, anything could be possible. So, shout out to the 12 people that were here, 10 people that are here now. Thank you so much for being here. Much love to y'all.
Well, I know, because I know a lot of people were still in line when they were asking these questions. And if the questions are coming in this fast, then it's probably be more questions. So I don't want to miss anything. So anyway, you said this is all about big ball of confusion. Child, yeah. So y'all, please hit the like button. Thank y'all. I told you all it's a quick update, and that's what I meant. So I'll be back. Hopefully I'll be back with a verdict. If not, I'll be back to let you all know what's going on in the courtroom if it's any questions. But until then, you all, I'll talk to you later. Thank you all again for all the support.
And that was the Pam Esquire. Shout out to her, everybody. All right,
if you're a small business owner like me, or you're thinking about becoming one, GoDaddy Arrow.
Now, this is very interesting. In case you guys do not know, there's been a lot of things happening in the world of media. So, NBC Universal spun off their cable network. So Sci-Fi, USA Network, the E Network, the Golf Channel, Rotten Tomatoes, Fandango, Sports Now. I think there's an app called Golf Now, Oxygen. Those networks have been spun off into a new company called Versant, also CNBC and MSNBC, which is now called MS Now. So that's been spun off. Bravo is staying with NBC Universal, right? Now, Warner Bros. Discovery is getting ready to split Warner Bros. Discovery. Let me explain. So there's the studios and the streamers, right? So there's the Warner Brothers studio, there's HBO Max, blase over here, right, in this hand. But over here in this hand is the cable channels, including the Oprah Winfrey Network, HGTV, the Food Network, everything in between. So these two companies are all split. Now, there's about $37 billion, but it's on the linear network television side. So Paramount, Skydance, that just got done with their $8 billion merger, they're trying to buy both halves, right? While NBC Universal and Netflix want to buy the movie studios and the streamers. Okay, so that's to catch you up on what's going on. There's been a lot going on in the world of media, especially with mergers and acquisitions. But check this out. I thought this was very interesting. From the New York Post, White House officials have raised antitrust concerns over Netflix's bid for Warner Bros. Discovery, sources. Now, I just find it interesting that you have a definitive opinion on this, but yet you kept pushing back the TikTok ban. I just find that very interesting. So you have a concrete resolution on this, but yet anything else that's a bigger issue, you can get two votes. You want to make fun of sleepy Joe Biden, but yet people have caught you sleeping on the child. I'm just saying. That's wrong. Senior White House officials recently discussed antitrust concerns surrounding Netflix's interest in acquiring the Warner Brothers studio and HBO Max streaming service, raising doubts whether such a deal would give Netflix too much power over Hollywood, the Post has learned. I know your brain cells are breaking and you're trying to figure out in your brain like, wait, huh? But the president is power drunk. But yet his officials are giving a fuck about power. I know it's confusing. I know it is. So the high-level meeting that took place about 10 days ago hasn't been previously reported. Several White House officials also suggested during the sit-down that a broader investigation is necessary focusing on Netflix's market power. A government official who attended the confab said. Basically, everyone agreed that Netflix presents unique antitrust concerns, and if it were a bidding war, it would be one long slog and touch off an investigation along the lines of those of Google and Amazon, the government official said. Well, here's the thing, right? Amazon, they don't really have to worry about that because they recently bought MGM, Metro Warner, I think. Hang on, let me make sure I'm saying that right. MGM. They recently just bought MGM. Give me a moment. Really? That's what we do? Metro Goldwyn Mayer. That's what I meant to say. Metro Goldwyn Mayer. So they bought, the Roaring Lion MGM studio. So Amazon has that right now. I did pitch if Warner Brothers Google Discovery happened, that I think that would be a surprise, contender, because think about it. If Google bought Warner Brothers Discovery, right, then all the networks would be under Google's domain, right? Then Google would have the Warner Brothers studio, right? Google would also have HBO. So that would give a new revenue stream for them, but also too, it would give content creators new pathways, right? So imagine, if you will, bring a virtual tour on HBO Max and on HBO. It's a possibility. I'm just trying to give y'all at least a point of view that maybe you haven't heard before. But no word if Google will buy Warner Bros. Discovery. Let me go to the media map here. Media map. Okay, so here it is. Here's the media map as it is loading, right? Here we go. So Warner Brothers Discovery is right here. So that's $57 billion, right? Here's Alphabet, Google, 3.6 trillion. So imagine if all of this moved into here, right? Because you got to think about it. You have Warner Chappell Music. That's the Warner Brothers music label. So you have 100 million monthly active users. You have 2.5 billion monthly active users. So imagine being able to play videos, right? Clips, rather, from all those networks that Google own and not get a copyright issue. And then also to YouTube TV, right? All those channels are owned by Google. So there's possibilities there. If you want to see the deep intel that thought of about what could be Warner Brothers Google Discovery, just type in Google Discovery and you'll be able to watch the live. But after this one, okay, we're still on tour. Netflix already has market dominance, but if you add a major streaming service, that would stifle competition at some point, the official added. White House and Netflix press reps had no immediate comment. The meeting comes as the Warner Bros. Discovery Board has scheduled a Monday afternoon deadline to receive a second round of offers for the company. Warner Brothers controls the number 1 ranked Warner Brothers studio and the number 3 streaming service HBO Max, as well as a slew of cable channels including HBO and CNN. Paramount Skydance, controlled by Hollywood producer David Ellison and his father, billionaire Oracle co-founder Larry Ellison, who is good friends with the president. As a part of that trust by TikTok. I think that there's a deal that went through, I believe, because y'all remember that there was supposed to be like a US version of TikTok, but I haven't seen a press release for it yet. So, by the way, the founder of TikTok, he's from Singapore. He's not from China, but that's neither here nor there. It's expected to raise its initial bid, which in mid-October came in at $23.50 a share for the entire company. Cable giant Comcast, run by Brian Roberts, is also expected to sweeten a more recent offer, although it has been given low odds of making it through the 47 regulatory gauntlet because the president's disdain for Comcast's relentlessly anti-MAGA cable channel MSNBC, recently renamed MS Now. Meanwhile, Netflix is also expected to make a sweetened bid for Warner Bros. Discovery Studio, a streaming service, and faces a different but equally difficult set of hurdles getting regulatory approval. 47 officials said during the meeting. The 28-year-old company, created by Reed Hastings and led by its voluble CEO Ted Sarandos, is currently the world's largest streaming service with 300 million subscribers. White House officials at the meeting suggested its size could hamper competition in streaming, where Americans increasingly consume their entertainment as cord cutting continues to shrink the cable TV business. They also raise the likelihood of European regulatory pushback, the government official said. Santos, as well as a slew of company legal officials and lobbyists, have been pressing the flesh in DC, as previously reported by the Post. They've been pleading a case that acquisition of the number 3 streamer major studio will violate antitrust laws because of a legal theory rather known as category ambiguity. According to the theory, antitrust law doesn't necessarily apply to streaming services because of the prevalence of content that's available on YouTube, TikTok, and other social media. The idea is that streaming video is so ubiquitous that it can't be cornered rather, and price gouged in the traditional sense. I don't know about that. Because here's the problem, right? If you have been noticing, streaming has been increasing their pricing tiers, right? And so for some people, streaming has become just as big as a cable bill. So you can be price gouged. And not to mention, too, you can corner the market of exclusive content. You can only find Stranger Things on Netflix. You're not gonna be able to find that nowhere else. Just like on Hulu, you can only find Futurama on Hulu, right? On HBO, for example, Lovecraft Country, which should have had season 2. I'm still pissed off at Warner Brothers Discovery for not renewing the fucking damn thing. But that's neither here nor there. But with Warner Brothers Discovery, you can only see Lovecraft Country on HBO Max, right? So you have exclusive content that you're cornering your consumers of, FOMO, fear of missing out. So I disagree with that. But the pitch, while winning, converts with members of the Warner Bros. Discovery Board in some quarters of the DC regulatory framework, is now being met with significant skepticism from senior White House officials who advise 47 on media policy. Really? Child, I cannot wait for y'all to see the story about the White House, because this story here is nothing compared to what the White House is doing. But we'll get to that. According to a government official who attended the meeting last week, 47 officials have also voiced concern that Netflix is already wielding enormous power in the Hollywood ecosystem, not just with consumers, but also when dealing with program creators and talent. A recurring theme of 47's regulatory agenda during his first term and day has been anti-competitive business models, media, and tech concentration, the source noted. But didn't your boy or your husband Elon Musk try to cancel Netflix because it was a gay agenda apparently? So it's like, what? So wait a minute. How can I put this? Are y'all really being concerned about diversity, equity, and inclusion in the media ecosystem and the tech ecosystem? I'm not talking about diversity, equity, and inclusion of this. I'm talking about diversity, equity, and inclusion of competition. My Lord, how the tables turn. If Netflix bid won out, the scale and scope of the deal to buy HBO Max and the studio should lead to a lengthy, possibly years-long probe by the Department of Justice Antitrust Division run by 47 appointee Gail Slater. The probe could expand beyond the merits of its Warner Bros. Discovery deal to its entire operations, something that the company has avoided until now. The government official who attended said the meeting follows a letter by GOP California Congressman Darrell Issa to Slater and her boss, United States Attorney General Pam Bondi, warning that Netflix currently wields unequal market power, adding both HBO Max's subscribers and Warner Brothers' premier content rights will further enhance this position. But Sorrento's may feel he has no other choice but to make a run at Warner Bros. Discovery, eventually fight off 47's regulatory cops in federal court if they nix his bid. If Paramount owns all its content plus Warner Bros. HBO, they will have control of a massive and quantity library and put Netflix behind the 8 ball in terms of negotiating for Warner Brothers Discovery content on streaming service, and media industry insider told the Post. So very interesting. Very, very interesting with this story. Like I said, we'll see what the end's going to be with this. I do find it quite interesting that the 47 administration is now so concerned about fairness and equalness and order. It blows my mind. Okay, so listen. With that being said, let's get to the getting here, because from Variety, Diddy, The Reckoning trailer, Netflix doc footage shows Sean Combs 6 days before his arrest saying we're losing. Yeah. Netflix has released the trailer for Diddy, The Reckoning, and I'm going to see here if I can. Okay, we'll try it here in a minute. I'm gonna try to play the trailer without y'all seeing it. You know what I mean? And y'all can let me know if y'all can hear it, but we'll get to that in a minute. Netflix has released the trailer for Diddy, The Reckoning, a 4-part documentary series from executive producer Curtis 50 Cent Jackson and Emmy-winning director Alexandria Stapleton that examines the rise and fall of Sean Combs. The series' official synopsis calls it a staggering examination of the media mogul, music legend, and convicted offender Combs was found guilty of 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution earlier this year, but dodged The three most serious charges he was on trial for: 2 counts of sex trafficking and 1 count racketeering. The new trailer begins with footage of Diddy. The new trailer begins with footage of Diddy, 6 days before his arrest in September 2024, as he tells someone over the phone, "We need to find someone who will work with us, who has worked in the dirtiest of the dirty businesses. We are losing." A presumably younger Diddy is heard later in the trailer saying, "Everything in life, you're going to have people that are bad and people that are good, and you have to choose your side." Being a woman in the industry and going through the #MeToo movement, watching giants in music and film go on trial and to know what their outcomes are. When Cassie dropped her lawsuit, I thought this could go a million different directions. Director Alexandra Stapleton told Tadoom is Netflix's entertainment, fandom platform. And so if you're wondering what Tadoom sounds like, here it is here. Wait for it.
We have to find somebody that'll work
hear me
with
the
us
whole
that has
time?
dealt
Lord
in
Jesus.
the dirtiest of dirty business.
Hang on one second, y'all. I am so sorry. I don't know why I did that. Don't worry. We got time. Bunch of things happened in the day. Hang on. Damn. Gotta reread that story. Okay, let me do this here. Sorry, y'all. It's right here from Variety.com. Day the Reckoning trailer. Netflix doc footage shows Sean Combs sitting 6 days before his arrest saying, "We are losing." Netflix has released the trailer for Diddy the Reckoning, a 4-part documentary series from executive producer Curtis 50 Cent Jackson and Emmy-winning director Alexandra Stapleton that examines the rise and fall of Sean Combs. The series' official synopsis calls it a staggering examination of the media mogul, music legend, convicted offender. Combs was found guilty of 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution earlier this year, but dodged the 3 most serious charges he was on trial for: 2 counts of sex trafficking and 1 count racketeering. The new trailer begins with the footage of Diddy 6 days before his arrest in September 2024, as he tells someone over the phone, "We need to find someone who will work with us, who has worked in the dirtiest of dirty businesses. We are losing." Presumably younger Diddy is heard later in the trailer saying, "Everything in life, you're going to have people that are bad and good. You're going to have people that are bad and people that are good. You have to choose your side." Being a woman in the industry and going through the #MeToo movement, watching giants in music and film go on trial, and to know what their outcomes were. When Cassie dropped her lawsuit, I thought this could go a million different directions. director Alexandria Stapleton told to Doom, I wonder how she had the confidence to go out there against a mogul like Sean Combs. As a filmmaker, I instantly knew it was a stress test whether we changed as a culture as far as being able to process allegations like this in a fair way. This isn't just about the story of Sean Combs or the story of Cassie or the story of his victims or the allegations against him or the trial she added. Ultimately, this story is a mirror reflecting us as the public and what we're saying when we put our slavery on such a high pedestal. I hope that this documentary is a wake-up call for how we idolize people and begin and to understand rather that everybody is a human being. Per Netflix, the documentary series features intimate footage shot with Combs' knowledge in the 6 days leading to his arrest and indictment. At the time, Combs was under federal investigation. The series will also include interviews with various subjects, such as the ANK member Audrey Day, and Chris, who took part in Combs' trial earlier this year. Okay, now let's try this again. Sorry, y'all. What the hell is going on today? Okay, all right. We're good, y'all. Child. This show this morning. We're going to power through it. Y'all did hear what I said. This is everything that I said, okay? Listen. We don't have to make anything up on our channel, okay? But there it is there. So this is from Variety.com here. I wonder, give me a second, y'all. Were y'all able to hear the other story too? Okay, so y'all weren't able to hear it. All right. One more fucking time. Oh my God. Hey, Linnell Stiller, good to see you, my friend. All right, I'm doing this one more time, and then we're gonna play this damn trailer, child, because I can't. All right, from Variety, Diddy the Reckoning trailer. This goes to show y'all how committed I am. Diddy the Reckoning trailer, Netflix doc footage shows Sean Combs 6 days before his arrest saying we're losing. Netflix has released the trailer for Diddy the Reckoning, a 4-part documentary series from executive producer Curtis 50 Cent Jackson and Emmy-winning director Alexandria Stapleton that examines the rise and fall of Sean Combs. The series' official synopsis calls it a staggering examination of the media mogul, music legend, and convicted offender. Combs was found guilty of 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution earlier this year, but dodged the 3 most serious charges. He was on trial for 2 counts of sex trafficking and 1 count of racketeering. The new trailer begins with footage of Diddy 6 days before his arrest in September 2024, as he tells someone over the phone, we need to find someone who will work with us, who has worked in the dirtiest of dirty businesses. We are losing, and presumably younger Diddy is heard later in the trailer saying, everything in life, you're going to have people that are bad and people that are good, and you have to choose your side. Being a woman in the industry and going through the hashtag #MeToo movement, watching giants in film and music and film go on trial to know what the outcomes were. When Cassie dropped her lawsuit, I just thought this could go a million different directions. Director Alexandria Stapleton told To Doom, like I said, To Doom is the Netflix beat when you hear the logo. I know if y'all are leaving because I repeated this, I am so sorry. I thought I had it on the story and everything, so my bad. So this is what To Doom sounds like. Okay, here. All right, let's keep going here. I wonder how she had the confidence to go out there against a mogul like Sean Combs. As a filmmaker, I instantly knew it was a stress test of whether we've changed as a culture as far as being able to process allegations like this in a fair way. This isn't just about the story of Sean Combs or the story of Cassie or the story of any of the victims or allegations against him or the trial. She had to ultimately, this story is a mirror reflecting us as the public and what we are saying when we put our slavery on such a high pedestal. I hope this documentary is a wake-up call for how we idolize people and to understand that everybody is a human being. Per Netflix, the documentary series features intimate footage shot with Combs' knowledge in the 6 days leading up to his arrest and indictment. At the time, Combs was under federal investigation. The series will also include various subjects, including Danny Kaye member Audrey O'Day and jurors who took part of the Combs trial earlier this year. Sean Combs: The Reckoning premieres December 2nd, tomorrow on Netflix. Okay, so let's now try this. Okay, so I'm going to now do this. I'm gonna need y'all help with this, so let me know if you guys are able to hear this. Okay. All right, I'm sharing this tab. All right, here we go. Are y'all hearing that type of one of the chat?
We have to find somebody that'll work with us that has dealt in the dirtiest of dirty business. We're losing.
Puffy, Puff Daddy.
Could y'all hear that? Could y'all hear that? Could y'all hear that? Hang on, let me see something. Yep. Okay. There it is. Okay. So y'all are able to hear. Okay. So I'm going to replay that one more time. Okay. Here we go.
We have to find somebody that'll work with us that has dealt in the dirtiest of dirty business. We're losing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Puffy, Puff Daddy.
I know.
Diddy.
I know.
Sean Combs. All of these reincarnations, all those name changes are attached to really bad deeds.
Everything in life, you're going to have people that are bad and people that are good. You have to choose your side.
That was the teaser. Okay, that was the teaser. So that will be dropping tomorrow on Netflix. I'm assuming it'll drop at midnight. So, and then here is this here. Let me show y'all this. Right now, this is from Good Morning America. Here we go.
Never before seen footage of Sean Diddy Combs in the days leading up to his arrest in New York last September.
You want to put some of my fanny back in?
The exclusive video obtained by Netflix shows Combs debating with his lawyers about strategy.
Listen to me. I'm going to get off the phone right now, and I am going to let you professionals look at the situation and come back to me with a solution. No matter what, no matter what nobody said. Let's just here and there, y'all are not working together the right way. We're losing.
The footage is part of a new, highly anticipated docuseries by director Alex Stapleton and rapper and executive producer Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, titled Sean Combs: The Reckoning. Was there anything that surprised you when you were watching?
I think it was surprising that he actually filmed it.
It was very interesting to watch a man who's known for his brand presence. You know, he has a really amazing knack for marketing and all of that, and how he was sort of taking that into account in how he was coming off to the public.
The exclusive video also shows Combs in Harlem greeting fans.
I'll accept it. I need some hand sanitizer. Hold on. I got it. I've been out in the streets amongst people. Yeah, I gotta take a bath. Like the amount of people that actually I'm coming in contact with, like that's what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like 150 hugs.
You're a public person as well, and there was one instance in Harlem, and his reaction when those people
went away.
Car
said, I feel like I need to wash, like I'm dirt. That was, it should show you his character.
Was that the reason for including it?
Yeah, I mean, what's the odds that you would do that in front of the camera? Like that's one of the moments where he forgot he was on tape.
How do you respond to people who say that it's more about the disdain that you have for Sean Combs than it is for giving the victims a platform?
What they consider a pre-existing beef, right? For 20 years, right? Is me being uncomfortable with him suggesting that he takes me shopping, or I looked at it like it was like a tester. Like maybe you'll come play with me type of thing, right? And it's not personal.
I think it's important to also let people know that the show is not completely the perspectives of people that did not like Sean. We weren't trying to just get the highlights, the salacious details, that the real goal was the story tell. And not everyone needed to have an allegation to be a part of this project.
The 4-part series also features 2 jurors from Combs' trial who are speaking for the first time about how they reached their mixed verdict, finding Combs guilty of 2 prostitution offenses, but clear of racketeering and sex trafficking charges, both sharing their thoughts on the relationship between Combs and singer Cassie. Juror 75 describing them as 2 people in love, and Juror 160 saying in part, domestic violence wasn't one of the charges. Cassie, but she's a victim in all this.
I believe Cassie's a victim in all this because she came in as she's like 18, like 19 years old in the very beginning. After a while, over time, you condition for it.
The goal of what the film is trying to do is to let the audience kind of come in to ask questions like, were their decisions colored by certain things, and who got the benefit of the doubt, in that courtroom?
Do you think that hip-hop culture was on trial as much as Sean Combs was?
Look, if I didn't say anything, you would interpret it as the hip-hop is fine with his behaviors.
Whoa, Robin, that face said a lot. Wow, Robin.
Business, or let me not say nothing about nothing, or those things. It would allow the entire culture to register as if they're for that behavior.
If Sean Combs watches this, what do you think he's going to feel?
Like, wow, this is amazing. I think he's going to say this is the best documentary I've seen in a long time. Because you'll see people saying that. I mean, he may feel a different way about pieces and bits of it, but he knows the truth. I think he'll see the truth in it.
Wow, that was some finish right there. Thank you, Robin, for that. Sean Combs' The Wrecking will be streaming worldwide on Netflix tomorrow.
And there it is.
Here's the career hack that got me promoted years ahead of schedule. I discovered that everyone hates taking meeting notes and setting them up. But if you do it well and you volunteer for it, you become indispensable. But here's the secret.
Thank you, child. Good Lord. Hey, I'm going to watch this. I bet you're going to tell a lie. I look forward to your documentary, Moneybags. Thank you so much, my friend. Like I said, it was so interesting, that face that Robin made. Actually, let's go back to that face, because that was a powerful question that Robin asked. Do you feel like hip-hop was on trial? And when Diddy said, if you didn't hear from anybody, it would have been like, maybe we are accepting this.
People know that the show is not completely the perspectives of people that did not like Sean. We weren't trying to just get the highlights, the salacious details, that the real goal was to story tell. And not everyone needed to have an allegation to be a part of this project.
The 4-part series also features 2 jurors from Combs' mixed verdict, finding Combs guilty of 2 prostitution.
But before that, I want to talk about this.
Domestic violence wasn't one of the charges.
Juror 160, right? This person right here said DV was not one of the charges, but yet I would ask her, if your husband did this to you, your daughters, your nieces, your cousins, your grandma, your mama, would DV matter then? Because I find it interesting. It wasn't one of the charges, but yet it happened. It wasn't one of the charges, but yet it happened. It wasn't one of the charges, but yet it happened. And I would ask Juror 75, is this true love to you? What is your definition of love? And does it correlate with this? I would ask both of them that question. Juror 75 and 160. But I want to get to this.
One of the charges. Cassie, is she a victim in all this?
I believe Cassie's a victim in all this because she came in as she's like 18, like 19 years old.
Questions like, were their decisions colored by certain things, and who got the benefit of the doubt, in that courtroom?
Do you think that hip-hop culture was on trial as much as Sean Combs was?
Look, if I didn't say anything, you would interpret it as the hip-hop is fine with his behaviors.
Now, I want to pause this here because this face that Robin made was quite surprising to me. Because I'm thinking through Robin's, philosophy, right? Make your mess your message. Of like, did you just say the quiet part out loud? And because he said the quiet part out loud, your face is like, what? If nobody from hip hop said anything, it would be confirming some stuff. That face was powerful, Robin. I know that you know that 80% of communication is nonverbal, but I found that this face was interesting in that. So I just wanted to break that up. All right. Moving on, y'all. Now, remember how we just talked about, let me see here. 2 stories ago. Remember how we talked about 2 stories ago about the 47 administration talking about Netflix and stuff? Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Okay. You could not make this up. You could not make this up. You could not make this up. 47 unveils Media Offender of the Week in Hall of Shame on White House website. David Ellison, owned and Barry Weiss run CNN News makes the list. I would need Charlemagne the God at iHeartMedia to sue the president for Donkey of the Day. Because what is this? Hang on. Let me pull up the White House website. Because I legit want to see this. Because I'm just like, you have to be joking. You have to be joking. The Media Offender of the Week. Where is Media Offender of the Week? Because I have to see this. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show it to y'all here in a minute. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all this in a minute. This is ridiculous. This is utterly ridiculous. Let's get into this. Here we go. So, like I said, 47 unveils Media Offender of the Week and Hall of Shame on White House website. David Ellison owned and Barry Weiss run CBS makes the list. CBS News makes the list. 47 isn't just content this week with 47 isn't just content this week, rather, with personally demeaning female journalist POTUS has now decided to make his war on the so-called enemy of the people online official with a new White House website page amid the tragic powering of 2 West Virginia National Guard members in D.C. on November 26th. And a flurry of Truth's social posts and more attacks on Joe Biden's legacy Friday from the ex-apprentice host, the executive branch launched a digital pummeling of the Media Offender of the Week, promising to chronicle a record of the media's false and misleading stories flagged by the White House. When did the White House become a news organization? What the hell-y? What the fucky? What the shitty? What? What are we doing here? The page also offers a detailed Hall of Shame going back months. It also urges visitors to scroll for the truth. You can't make this stuff up. Somewhat surprisingly, the newly minted mouthpiece slams the David Ellison owned and now Barry Weiss run CNN. Sorry, not CNN, child. CBS News over its coverage of 47's reaction to ex-Navy pilot Senator Mark Kelly, Democrat of Arizona, and 5 other members of Congress for their video this week for urging troops to disobey illegal orders and remember their oath to the Constitution. 47 went on to accuse Kelly and others of insidious behavior, punishable. What the fuck? What's this, bro? Punishable by death. Punishable by death. Punishable by death. So this is what his supporters voted for. Okay. So would that be a government official making a death threat to government officials using social media? Would that be the case? I just accusing other people of serious behavior when you got 71 indictments. You use campaign funds to pay off an Orange Star. The grape allegations of you graping E.G. Carroll in a dressing room in New York City was substantially true. You can't serve on a board for 3 years. You're supposed to pay a lot of money to New York, but you're not paying it. Your mother said you were stupid and shouldn't went into politics. Mary 47, a family member who has been flaming your ass so wonderfully. And this and that and all around the world, ay. And you mean to tell me that you want to punish people by death for them doing insidious behavior when you're the motherfucking leader of insidious behavior? This is coming from the same person that took down President Biden's picture in the White House. The same person that took down MLK Jr.'s bus. This is the same person that gave a very weird hug to Erica Kirk. Okay? This is the same person that talked about a White House ballroom renovation as his supposed best friend Charlie Kirk was powed and deleted in real time. But you want to punish people by death for their insidious behavior. Okay, all right. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. Now, the 47 administration is so concerned about Netflix having too much power, but this ain't a person with too much power. Let's roll on. Let's roll on. He also reposted another Truth Social comment that proclaimed, "Hang them," among other critiques. So you also reposting somebody's comment of "hang them." And did I mention the motherfucker got impeached twice? Okay. I think you said get this son of a bitch off the field. But I gotta remember, y'all. That this is the same fuck that won the Central Park 5 punished by death for a crime they didn't commit. So listen. With the Boston Globe and the United Kingdom broadsheet, The Independent joining CBS News at the top of the media offenders page, the traditionally public relations holistic White House lists the offense as the media misrepresent President 47's call for members of Congress to be held accountable for insidiation by saying that he called for their execution. So they misrepresented this. 47 went online to accuse Kelly and others of insidious behavior punishable by death. The president said that. How did the media flip that shit? this is the reason why y'all got rid of his transcripts from his speeches on the White House website, right? Yeah. Oh. So you upset because the media caught y'all boss fucking up? Is that what's going on here? Okay, all right, that's what's going on. Okay, all right. You know, I wonder if there's a morality clause in the terms and conditions of being the president of the United States. I wonder if you could be impeached, or your YouTube channel could be terminated for terms of service. I wonder that, because I do believe you could be terminated on TikTok. Oh, you didn't know? The White House is on TikTok too. Yeah. Sidestepping the execution part of the story, one of the National Guard deploying the White House talking points is President 47 has never issued an illegal or the fake news knew that, but ran with the story anyway. Y'all, this is on the White House government website. Okay. As anyone who has been alive for the past 4 years know, 47 has made a career out of attacking the media, aka fake news, so there's nothing new in that. However, announced on the White House social media feeds and by Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt today, the scope and depth here is something different, listing literally dozens of TV segments, newspaper, and online articles that rub the White House the wrong way. The site also features a Hall of Shame quartet and leaderboard. What the fuck? A leaderboard, you say? A leaderboard? A leaderboard. A leaderboard. Both spotlight the Washington Post owned by 47 ring kisser. You know what? Those shady boots at that deadline. I fucking love it. Trump, 47 ring kisser. Jeff Bezos, along with the perhaps soon-to-be David Ellison, owned Warner Bros. Discovery, CNN, and the Comcast-owned MSNBC, which has actually been known as MS Now since November 15th, as it heads into full spinoff mode. Among the trio of offenders this week, Ellis list CBS News also makes the legacy list. CBS News, the Washington Post, CNN, and MSNBC are obviously on the leaderboard, followed by the 47 sued New York Times, Politico, and the Rupert Murdoch on Wall Street Journal. Now, you're probably wondering, wait, isn't Rupert Murdoch the owner of Fox News? You will be correct. But now it's owned by Lachlan Murdoch, his son. But he still is getting bags, okay? But yes, they are supposed friends. Rupert Murdoch owned Wall Street Journal. 47 may be suing the Washington Street Journal for $15 billion. He's trying to sue the British Broadcasting Corporation for $1 billion, I believe, over how he was portrayed overseas. So he doesn't give a fuck if he's talked about here, there, or anywhere. He will sue your ass. Child, I have never seen a president more concerned about how he is promoted than him being about the people that he's supposed to be taking care of. As the president asked, I cannot do this shit. Over his coverage of him and deceased PDF file and 47's 1990s party pal. You know what? Y'all are crazy. That was deadline. Like I said, I'm here for it. Fucking loving it rather. Jeffrey Epstein, but unlike the $1 to $5 billion lawsuit threatened BBC, Fox News doesn't seem to be found anywhere on the media offenders list. Leaderboard. Yeah, that's on the website. I'm gonna show you in a minute. Going full PowerPoint, the White House triples down with a word cloud of sorts, relisting some alleged offenders repeatedly attacked late night hosts Jimmy Kimmel, Seth Meyers, and Stephen Colbert, escaping retribution by genre in this round. But Team 47 tosses a few other outlets in there too, even some MAGA friendly ones. The Axios, The Hill, CBS News, The Independent, People Magazine, People.com. They cover entertainment news. What is wrong with you? They sometimes get into politics, but they're not really, no. Politico, BBC, Fox News, USA Today, The New York Times, Washington Post, Boston Globe, NBC News, CNN, Associated Press, Daily Beast, Los Angeles Times, Wall Street Journal, New Jersey Monitor, ABC News, MSNBC. KTLA is a Los Angeles TV station. You upset with what a local station has to say about your ass? You are so fucking vain, bro. Oh my. Okay. I gotta remember what my friend Bishop said. Dude, he's baiting you. He's baiting you, brain. He's baiting you, brain. That's what my friend Bishop would say about a particular person that comes through and works with us. The White House did not respond to this post Thanksgiving Friday to deadline's request for comment on the new media offenders webpage. Reps for CBS News also did not get back to us over their placement on the inaugural media offenders list. Though 47 his MAGA gang have been brawled with CBS News frequently in the past since Ellison officially took over parent company Paramount this past summer. Also spoke highly of the House of Cronkite. That's not the House of Cronkite. It's not. So if Cronkite followed the story for what it was, if you did good, he talked about you. You did bad, he talked about you. But either way, he talked about you. It was a roll of Mark. Just this month, in his first 60-minute sit-down, since he was paid out $16 million, unnecessary $16 million, just like the unnecessary millions of dollars ABC News had to pay because George Stephanopoulos said that the president was convicted of rape, when that wasn't true, but the allegations of the president raping E.G. Carroll in a dressing room in New York was substantially true. That was true. So really, ABC News didn't really have to pay either. And that's how I would have took it. But hey, listen. Over a pretty thin lawsuit over a pre-election 2024 interview with Kamala Harris, 47 call Free Press founder, newly anointed CBS News editor-in-chief Weiss, a great person, having referred to David Ellison and his father, second richest man in the world, Larry Ellison, as friends and supporters. 47 called the Paramount purchase and new leadership at CBS News the greatest thing that's happened in a long time to a free and open and good press. So which is it? Is media fake news or they're free and open and good press? Which is it? Where is your scooter? Where is it? Where is your scooter? Where is it? Where is your fucking scooter? Where is it? Shout out to Nene Leaks. CBS News, Ellison and Weiss may not be feeling that love so much tonight. Then again, 47 putting up a 47kins proclaimed AI image of a 2028 campaign poster today to the Constitution may not be feeling the love either. Y'all. Yeah. By the way, he cannot run in 2028, just so y'all know. Okay. So, with that being said, hey, Justine Bow, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Hope everyone had an amazing Thanksgiving. I'm just chilling on break. I played Devil Advocate now, but I choose to watch instead this time. Understood, my friend. Understood. So here's the website here, right? So this is official. This is no joke. What I'm about to show you is real. Now, of course, we could take, the article for what it is, but we go to it. So here it is, media offenders, right there. There is media offenders. Let's click it. And here it is here. So Boston Globe exposed, CBS News exposed, and the Independent exposed.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
Ciao.
You must refuse illegal orders.
The president.
president has never given an illegal order. These people know what they are doing.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse.
Child, that's not propaganda. Look at this. Look at this. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. Wait a minute. Are you meaning to tell me that the president is more detailed about who's an offender than being detailed about policy that can impact people domestically and foreign? I know you lying. So he lists the outlet, the reporters, the claim, the category, the offense, the truth, and the key points and the sources. This is a damn shame. This is a damn shame. And look, here it is. This is the Offender Hall of Shame. Like, look at this. Claim, publication, reporter, category. They got categories. Oh my, not you doing this. You put lie and omission of context on the White House website when you had the person that is a whole lie and a whole omission of context, the guy elected. Oh Lord, the white dazzling, the white hypocrisy, the white imagination of y'all, my Lord, y'all are. They got 4 pages of the shit. Look at this.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal order.
Hey, child, we heard you. We heard you, Markel. It's not your fault. We're just looking at the bullshit. Nate Burleson? Dude, Nate Burleson. Oh my God. Nate Burleson. Good Lord Jesus.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
By the way, I don't know who's doing the web design, but when you do the web design, you should be able to scroll to the next page without the page refreshing. Okay, just wanted y'all to know that. This is craziness.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal.
This is some craziness.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
I cannot. Okay. And child, here is the leaderboard. A race to the bottom. Yo, wait. They did graphics. They did graphics. Wait a minute, is this supposed to be a snail race? Oh my God, y'all are stupid. Whoever this company is, Flourish right here. Apparently it's a visualization studio. So I'm not dragging Flourish, okay? I'm not dragging Flourish at all. But apparently Flourish is, let me see, Flourish, Flourish Studio. What is Flourish Studio all about? Okay, so Flourish is a powerful data visualization platform that empowers the world to tell stories with data or data, trusted by organizations and newsrooms worldwide. Child, I didn't mean to do that, y'all. Child, this don't make no damn sense. Okay, so this is what it is here. Okay, let me zoom in. So this is what they have at Flourish. So you can do a bar chart race, magic charts, animated 3D maps, survey data or data, interactive timelines, violins and bee swarms, zoomable hierarchy, story maps, linear chart race, data explorer and choreograms and markinkograms and mapping events and word clouds. That's what Flourish Studio does right here. Shut up. So the fact that the White House used a company at all to do this is some crazy work. I mean, they really did this shit. They actually did this. And then here are the repeat offenders. Let's roll on. I have nothing else to say. Let's roll on. So for those of you who don't know, one of the biggest sources we use here is the Jasmine brand. Now, for a long time, you saw Jasmine, d.jasmine.brand. Well, y'all, they're back, okay? Right here, shout out to Mar for Fatal for making it happen. Let's clap it up for this sister right here. Oh, this brother, my bad. My dear, my bad, brother. I'm so sorry. So this brother right here made it happen. So clap it up to him, and clap it up to him. Now, this is the account here that you guys probably know the best right here. So this was the brand that y'all were. This was the backup account, right? But now it's back right here. We truly missed y'all. It's been a while, few months with our page, but now that we're back, we need your help getting visible again. Drop a comment, hit a like, make sure you're following, share this post so everyone knows we're active again. Your engagement helps us push us back into the algorithm, and it really makes a difference. Thank you for your continued love, patience, and support. We don't take this community for granted. We're happy to be home. So they are back, fully restored, everybody. The Jasmine brand is back. Praise be unto God for that. So, because I went online just to see what was going on, because it's been a few months now. It's been a long while actually, since this has happened. And when I saw this just made my heart swell. So shout out to that. So here it is, the Jasmine brand, back with all their subscribers and everything else. So yes, indeed here. And here's an update right here on this. We just covered this story. Diddy's team pushes back on 50 Cent Sean Combs' Reckoning documentary, says never before seen footage was used without authorization. Okay, here we go. This morning, December 1st, more from the highly anticipated docuseries set to hit Netflix tomorrow was teased online. Diddy's team appears to be asking the same question as many others. How did 50 Cent get access to that never before seen footage for Sean Combs' Reckoning? The latest clips reveal never before seen footage of Diddy in the days leading up to his arrest last September. One scene shows him strategizing with his legal team, while another one features him greeting fans in Harlem and saying, "I gotta take a bath," once the encounter wraps. Speaking on the rare behind-the-scenes moments, executive producer 50 Cent said to Robin Roberts of Good Morning America, we just saw that interview there with him and the director of that documentary. I want to get her name correct here as well. Her name is Alexandra Stapleton. So Alexandra Stapleton, the director, and encouraged 50 Cent Jackson, executive producer. Let's get back to this, because this is some breaking news right here. 50 Cent said to Rob Roberts it was surprising that he actually filmed it. Reps for Diddy responded to the clips via the New York Times, saying his legal team was deeply concerned that the series is said to include unauthorized footage, including private moments, pre-indictment material from an unfinished project, and conversations involving legal strategy. The statement continued, none of this was obtained from Sean Combs or his team, and its conclusion raised the very serious questions about how this material was accessed and why Netflix chose to use it, adding that Diddy's lawyers have been in contact with the streaming giant. So this just came out literally a minute ago. So breaking news right here, everybody. But yes, indeed, wanted to showcase that this right here is happening still. Now, of course, this story here. So this was a story that we did a while back, but since we're taking a little break within the show, let's talk about this very quickly here, but purposefully. TV personality and producer Nigel Lyko is once again speaking out against sexual assault accusations from fellow So You Think You Can Dance alum Paula Abdul. By the way, Nigel Lyko was also a producer on American Idol way back in the day. Nearly a year after the lawsuit was settled, TMZ called with Nigel at LAX and asked if he felt that he needed and asked if he felt the need to repair his legacy following the legal dispute. He responded, "I don't feel as though I might have to rebuild anything. There was an accusation, wasn't true. What else can you do? You just have to say it wasn't true." He continued, "I think the people who know the truth. That's important." I think he meant to say, "I think the people who know the truth know the truth." That's important. Or that's what's important. Abdul's lawsuit accused Nigel of two separate incidents, one during the early season of American Idol, allegedly in a hotel elevator after auditions, and another round in 2015 while she served as a judge on So You Think You Can Dance. The case was settled last December following the allegations of multiple lawsuits against him, including other accusers. Nigel quietly exited from the dance series. And we did cover that lawsuit here on Brainley's Virtual Tour Live. But back to the main point here, the Jasmine brand has been restored, the main account. So congratulations to the Jasmine brand here. So very good. All right. Woo! More Brainley's Virtual Tour Live coming up right from the space right here and right now. Here we go. From MediaTakeout.com, everybody. Tamar Braxton is living her best life. Meet Tamar Braxton's much younger boyfriend. He's rich. MediaTakeout.com. Like I said, Tamar Braxton has a new man. And to use some words from Tony Braxton, he was man enough for her. I know that song does exist, but if you know the song, you know the song. Who do you think, guy? You know what? We're just going to move on because y'all ain't having fun with me. But I still love y'all. Tamar Braxton done secured herself a whole situation, and the internet is buzzing. The 48-year-old singer reality star has a brand new man. He's 36. Wealthy, flashy, already giving her the princess treatment she's been manifesting for years. And child, Tamar wasted zero time moving right into this man's luxury life. So here is Tamar there. Zoom in there. Yeah, child. That's Tay Tay. Tay Tay with her Tay Tays. Okay, listen. Little curve right there. That is. Now, child, Tamar, why would you wear this near a pool when that could be where you can slip? But do you? Okay, see, that's better. I think she just wanted to show off the pool. That's probably why. The pool and hot tub. But there she is there. Full body shot there. Tamar's living her best life, though, I will say. Thought that would play. Oh, no, it did play. Okay, hang on. So this is the inside of the Spectre card, looks like. And there she is there. I wake up every day in pure bliss and to say I love most. In our 7-story home in the hills with a chef from the south who make me fish and grits after my private spin class. I walk around with this tea-ass body and truly love for real. There's a Tamar's prayer. I'm so thankful. Heart eye emojis. I say your own prayer. Oh my God. Tamar's living large in her new booze mega mansion. MediaTakeout confirmed that Tamar has officially moved into her boyfriend's Hollywood Hills Palace, a jaw-dropping 7-story mansion overlooking all of Los Angeles. 7 bedrooms, 7 stories. Each level comes with its own vibe, and Tamar reportedly has full run of the place. Her new perks include a private chef available all day, her man's brand new Rolls Royce at her disposal, a personal trainer who shows up whenever Tamar snaps her fingers, and a glamorous closet the size of most folks' apartments. Sis didn't just get a new man; she got a new tax bracket. Meet the man, Black Tatted. So who exactly is this young, flashy, cash-heavy boyfriend sharing Tamar luxury? His name is Black Tad, the founder and CEO of Black Smoke, one of the biggest online hookah brands in the world. He is known for being loud, stylish, money, very, very generous with the women he loves. So this is Black Tad right here.
Okay, so let me elaborate.
Oh Lord, Tamar, you got another one.
And touch bases on this situation. You know, people in my DM, especially, you know, in particular the fellas, like pleading their case and just telling me their point of view, saying, of course, Black, about me saying that any woman with me gonna live her soft life. She ain't gonna have to worry about how we eat, how we go pay the bills, like I'm handling that. She ain't gonna have to do nothing, blah, blah, blah. But they're saying, of course you could do that. You rich as hell. You're a millionaire, extra millionaire, all this kind of stuff. Everybody don't got your means. That's true, but providing, that's me providing in my capacity. You providing don't mean you have to provide the capacity. That don't mean you got to buy her $1 million house. That don't mean you got to buy her a Rolls Royce. That's what I can do because that's my capacity. That's my tax bracket. But you still go very much so provide for her in your means. I don't care if you got a $75,000 job, $50,000 job. You still can now afford to pay that $3,000 rent, that $3,500 rent, that $5,000 rent. I don't know. You still could just give her $200 a week to make sure her nails done. You could do things like that. You see her struggling on her phone bill or having an issue. You go, you know, oh, baby, what you need? I got that. So you can show up in your capacity. There's not a blueprint that's saying just because you don't have millions, you can't provide. There's not a blueprint saying you got to be a millionaire in order to be a provider. You can provide by your means. That's not a right or wrong way. As long as you provide, as long as you make sure that woman's straight, as long as you make sure she's good, as long as you make her feel like you her solution. You her option for everything. You want your woman to feel like anytime she have a problem, she gonna pick up the phone and call you. And all those problems not always could be only connected to money and financial. If your woman at Walmart and she fall and slip, you want to call you, baby, why I just slip? Tell me why. Because now she just needs you to soothe her. If your woman having a bad day, like, you know, things is crazy, something, having a problem with her friends, having a problem at work, a job, online, with her business, anything, you want her to be able to call you and vent. That's a safe space. Not only you being a provider financially, but you being a provider mentally. You just being her safe space in any capacity you could be, making sure she know you're there, making sure she know you got her, and making sure you're showing up. So whether you got $50,000 or $50 million, you still can provide for this woman. You still can be there for every capacity, and you can be there for her in your own right, in your own way. And a real woman and a good woman know your heart. She's not going to judge you on the dollar amount that you could elevate her life. She's going to judge you on what you have and what you do and what you feel sure with and how you provide, and that you're working towards even giving her more than what you're already giving. So it starts in your mental, King. Don't feel insecure because you're saying you don't got millions on top of millions yet, but you could get them. And with that right woman, seeing you be supportive and seeing you let her live her soft life, she will give you all the necessary tools and all the necessary help in her capacity, which she can, to help you elevate to be a better man, because she know you being a better man can ultimately make her have a better woman, be a better woman, and live a better life. You're welcome.
You know what? Let me tell you something. Black Tatted, you good in my book. You are good in my book. And you know what I loved about what he said? He said, do it at your level. That doesn't mean that you can never become a somebody, right? So I love that. That was great. That was absolutely wonderful. And I was only saying, oh, come on, Tamar, because Tamar David or Fezzo, who is a Nigerian. So I don't know if this brother's Nigerian, but he did his thing with this. So right here, Black Tad is 36 years old with a taste of for the finer things. And he makes sure the woman standing next to him is always taken care of. According to him, he knows exactly how to treat a woman. Tamar seems more than happy to be the recipient. Okay, Tamar, we see you. Tamar's been through some heartbreaks, so fans are watching this new romance closely, but also cheering her on because this man is clearly not playing around. She looks happy. She looks taken care of. She looks like she hasn't had to lift her finger in weeks. Honestly, good for her. Tamar said she wanted soft life, and Black Tad said, hold my hookah. So there is congratulations to Tamar Braxton. Absolutely. And finally, last story y'all here. In case y'all did not know about this, this also comes to us from Media Takeout here. This is a very, very important film that we all need to know about, uplift, and support. This is called Aftershock, the Nicole P. story here, the Nicole P. Bell story, rather. A new must-see movie just dropped. Trust us, this one isn't just entertainment. It's history, heartbreak, activism, and healing all wrapped up into one film that every single person in our community needs to watch. Aftershock, the Nicole P. Bell story, produced by Manny Haley Productions, officially hits theaters November 28th and will be available on all digital platforms starting December 15th. If you've been waiting for a film that actually means something, this is it. So, the story that shook New York to its core, this feature tells the devastating true story of Sean Bell, who was unalived by the New York Police Department on what was supposed to be the happiest day of his life, his wedding day. The film follows the pain, strength, and fight for justice by his fiancée, Nicole P. Bell, and his mother, Valerie Bell. The countless supporters who refused to let his movement fade. So, this is the whole cast here. It's raw, it's emotional, it's necessary. This isn't just a movie. It's a tribute to the Bell family's courage and a reminder how violence and police abuse ripple through generations. So a lot of people came out to the New York premiere here. As you can see, Papoose and Clarissa Shields there. Then of course, David East, Richard and Bianca Boston, Manny and Haley, Nicole J. Jordan, Valerie Bell, Sean Bell's mother, Lil Mama, Benny Boom, Al Sharpton, as well. Let's keep going. A couple people here. Trying to see if there's anybody else. And right here, Sean Bell wasn't just a headline. He was a young black man for the future, taken far too soon because Nicole Bell's fight for justice deserves to be heard, because Valerie Bell's heartbreak deserves to be honored, because stories like this shape our understanding of justice, grief, and resilience. This is why you must see this film. And because supporting films like this help ensure stories, these stories never disappear, rather. It released in theaters November 28th, and the digital release will be December 15th, y'all. So there you go there. Tell your family and friends about Aftershock, all right? Please, please, please do. As soon as it comes out, I will definitely do what I can to support it. Because, child, all we got is each other. You know what I mean? So just want to share that there. Then finally here, y'all, look at this right here. Coco Jones tapped to perform the Black National Anthem at the 2026 Super Bowl. So congratulations. So Coco Jones will be performing Lift Every Voice Insane during the pregame of the Super Bowl February 8th at Levi Stadium in Santa Clarita, California. Alongside Coco, Charlie Puth will be singing the U.S. National Anthem, and Brand Charlie will perform America the Beautiful. And look at this here, Rihanna sharing rare photos of her family as she celebrates Barbados Independence Day. So look at this here. Congratulations to Barbados, my home, our 59th year of independence, our 4th year as a republic. Today also marks the installation of our second president, His Excellency Lieutenant Colonel, the Most Honorable Jeffrey Boistic, who serves alongside our Honorable Prime Minister Mia Mottley. Will continue to lead Barbados with excellence. Barbados, I love you. Buy into the bone. So there you go there. Congratulations. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. That is it for me. One love, much love, all love. I feel the love and send it right back to you. Like I said, we got Potomac tonight. I will stay tuned. If anything is happening with Megan Thee Stallion and milagrogramz, we will cover it here. So one love, much love, all love. I feel the love and send it right back to you. And by the way, I will put a timestamp in where you guys can start to hear the show again. So that was my bad. Thank y'all for the understanding. That was 11 a.m. and now 11 p.m. Y'all still came. People still had a good time and everything else. Cheryl Rose, love you. Justine Bowell, love you as well. Geraldine Glass, thank you so much. And Sunshine Rays, thank you so much. And I will just say this before we go. Oh, and Filmmaker, thank you so much as well, brother. I will just say this. When you always showcase your character, people will understand your character. What happened this morning with 11 p.m. is what happened. But the fact that people still showed up because they knew what time I was on, not to mention they know I do, is because they wanted to be here. So if you do what you're supposed to do, regardless of circumstances, they'll show up because they want to be there. That's saying a lot more than most. Maybe it's saying more than somebody who don't got a YouTube channel because they terminated themselves because of the terms of service. Anyway, one love, much love, all love. I feel the love. Is it right back to you? Bye, everybody. Oh, and because you can't respond, it must be true, right? Right? If what I'm saying ain't true, don't respond. But if you do respond, it must be true to some degree. All right, love y'all. Bye-bye.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should
prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing.
Child Redman over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Redman over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Redman over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.
Good morning, TikTok. Can I have your attention, please? Girl, are you ticking? Are you talking? Because knowledge is knocking. Then I want to talk to you real quick about ignoring a bitch. Oh, there's power in turning the other cheek. Now, I'm going to tell you something. One thing about people that like to throw shade, you don't fight shade with shade. The only thing that overrides and destroys the shade is the sunlight. See, your light got to be so bright that you keep that bitch where they belong. In the shadows, the dark. The bitch is invisible, and we don't see you, girl. See, you don't go back and forth with a person that's hating on you, because when you do that, you become just like them. A weak bitch. So the next time they mention your name in a status, or your name come up in a conversation, don't respond because you're too high to look that low. We can't go back and forth with people that we can't reach and that's not on our level. We not sitting at the same table eating the same meals.